What I learned, and here it's not worth living in. I've been living on the food bank. My health's going down. Food banks aren't the answer. Fresh food and vegetables and fruits and good produce. I can't afford it. And they just keep on dragging me down. I can't get legal help. No, 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 no. There's no legal services. This is a lip service. No legal actions. My niece stole a lot of money. I got calling out to Alberta. They said, I got found a couple of places because I'm a horseman. I'll live on a ranch. I like that better. I don't like cities. And I like to live in a community where it's real people. This area here, transient. Transient, I don't know anybody. Everybody lives on iPhones. You can't talk to anybody. It's lonely. It's lonely for my career. I'm going back and doing a little bit of semi-retired work in the horse business because this is no good here. And I thought Alberta was wrong to hate Ontario, but I think they're right. They hate Ontario. Why? It's just people. All the crime rates are increasing. The food rates are terrible. I've never had so much hardship this worse than when I left. Far worse. One thing is, if you have a poor credit score, they won't rent to you in Ontario. They won't rent to you. And I have a poor credit score because she never paid off some debts. And I'm going to tell you something. You go out to Alberta, I got a Canada pension. I can go anywhere. If I show the documents, I can pay it. But I don't want that. And I'll tell you some other things here. I'm just putting this away. I'll take it home with me. I'll tell you what I noticed. People can't even rent here. If you don't have a down payment and you got a low credit score, you must kiss butt goodbye. It works on Equifax or whatever you call it. There's no recovery. They just want to pay debt off. I'm not paying debt off when they didn't pay it off. I got to get legal action. I'll cut ties with them. Actually, I might not even have to worry about it because I'm a Canadian senior. But without a credit score in Ontario, it's not worth it. No, in Alberta, I can get places to rent. Live well, I get services. I can't even get services. I've been 4 years waiting because they put it all on charity. They put it on, and everybody, it's overstocked with seniors. You'll get older. And I hope you don't go through this. I talk to the cops. They say, I'm almost your age. I don't blame you, Constable or Sergeant. I don't blame you. They're not looking after people. This area, no. There's no services. Out west, I call them up and they say, yeah, we can do a bit of house cleaning for you. But if I get working, I'm not working here. Nobody works. Like doing your chores is what we call it. But they think it's work. They're privileged. That's Ontario people. Privileged people. They don't work. Like he comes in, he says, "What's that Fender Telecaster on the floor? Is that U.S. America? It's USA. How can you afford it? Why don't you sell it and get some food?" No, I paid for it. They stole a lot of things on me. So why would I give it up? The only thing I'm giving up is residents of Ontario. I'm not living here. I'm not living in a place that almost killed me a few times. No justice. Okay, I'm going to tell you how dangerous it is. I'm going to tell you what I noticed. The justice system seems to be geared to lawyers that are in the crooked field of high market real estate. And that's all they support. So they stole my property. And he said, it wasn't your property. It was my brother's. And I was looking at it. He wouldn't even listen to me. So I threw the phone down. Useless. They're all on the take. Oh, that's my daddy. See, I don't like that. You mean everybody's related to everybody, eh? So it's conflict of interest. I'll tell you something. There's no conflict of interest out west. They said, we'll sue them. Good, because we hate Ontario. That's good. Because I don't care anymore. This province has hurt me pretty bad. You know, let me tell you, when a guy commits a crime, you let him out, he kills somebody, should be in jail. Oh no, you let him out. And he got out and he murdered somebody. So I don't think that's justice. And if I broke the law, Mounties say, yeah, you break the law, you lose your wallet all the time. Ontario is not a good province. It's got worse. Excuse me, I'm just plugging in. Ontario has got one hell of a lot worse. Think I'm going to stay here? No. I'm leaving. I'm just getting on a plane, getting out of here. No, I go homeless? No, I've made arrangements. I got more money than I had. I left the province and I couldn't get any help before. I wanted to get back to work, but they wouldn't help me get business going. Because they're paid by the taxpayers. They say, oh no, Jim Wilson said, there's a terrible place to live. I don't know, Jason Kenney, they want you to work. They just want to keep you sick and medicated. And I got well from Alberta, True Hope. Oh, I don't get cut off here, but I'm going to tell you, this bipolar bit. What was it? Breakdown from driving taxi. I did it. And she said, listen to me. Oh, I couldn't do 10 hours a night for 10 years. And then I got shot at. Nobody seems to get this. PTSD doesn't go away when you're living in the trauma zone. I called up one therapist. You need to move. Oh, hell yeah. So she says, we're redneck cowgirls. What are you doing there? We hate Ontario. Good. I'm glad we agree on something. I think it's elitism and fake people. I really do. Should I say that? I'm not going to say everybody's bad. But I've had a lot of hardships here. Went into one bar there and I put money down. I wanted a beer. The music was terrible. It was hip hop. He picked up the money and put it in his pocket. I said, hey, that's for a drink. That's $10. I'll know what's on the bar. Here, crook. And it was a dive. I couldn't go back there. And I'm just getting out. I've never had that. Out west, go to King Eddie or something. Nice clubs. Nice people. I'm a farm-oriented guy. I've always liked farm work. But they've been selling off the farms. Agriculture. I grew up outside of here. It's on a rural area. I went to college in Ottawa. And then that busted. So I'm leaving Ontario. And I believe in agriculture, not box stores and no food. So it's just getting worse. Like, he just brings canned food in. You know, older people know something. She says, that's all salt and garbage. And I'm getting incontinence and I'm leaving this month. It's got to be. I got to get my pension back. I'll put a deposit on that place, and that's a part of the Alberta scheme. And I'll probably get money if I book fruit. But it's not a good one anymore. It's been bad. It's been bad for years. It's just greed. It's just absolute greed and no supports. Like, I want some legal action on that. I had a lawyer there. We'll get me somebody else. I sound going west. Well, we'll get somebody in west, and I'll call them up and I'll say I haven't even got money to pay the. Why? Bell took me down. They're pushing TV sets in there and got me. So I asked myself, they wouldn't repair the iPhone, and I'm gonna ask myself why? Because they don't pay for the Wi-Fi here. I gotta have my own separate. So they're calling up every 5 minutes and trying to get me into packages. I don't want them. And they're just increasing it. I'm getting out. And these places here, they come with the Wi-Fi. The landlord covers it. All inclusive, indoor, stable. Now, I'm lonely. I'm not happy. And I like what I have to do a bit of chores, I try stables around here. They want me to do everything. I'm 68. I just want to do chores with a few horses, not a darn barn. I'm too old for that. But I'd like to work, make money, and start a Reiki practice. Can't seem to do it here. They wouldn't check the insurance prices. And I'm just, the insurance brokers are in Ontario. We get a broker out there. And there's no seniors accounts that has certain seniors privileges. Out in these credit unions out west, there is. To me, a private account, the money going to the landlady every month, and all in one with the internet. I don't want to pay like this. They're just ripping me off. I said, so I got a phone. I can't get it back until he repairs it. He's so overloaded. And it's $250 I owe him. I'm taking the risk. I'm not going to live here. He says, you should stay. You might go homeless. I won't go homeless. I'm using the phone. I paid the Wi-Fi off of it. I was on the floor for 3 days. Why? Didn't have a phone. They wouldn't give me a phone. There's something wrong with that company. They said, you got a consumer problem. You need to get it cleared, but I can't clear it without paying them. So I paid the other one off to get the Wi-Fi back. He says, I'm never living here. I'm still on the welfare system. I'm on the Ontario Works. I'm 68. That's not good. I'm lonely. I want out. I lived on farms, and I'm going to live on farms again. I'm never coming back. There's no jobs, nothing for me. Nothing that I like doing. Horses I've lived with, and that's the way I'm living. And I found a couple of places up there. Fortunately, I can't find anything here. That's right. And I want Alberta health card and Blue Cross because it's better than the Ontario system. And I get dental and everything. But Alberta's thinking of cutting off from Ontario and the government of Canada. What? Or the pensions they're making people. I think it's causing a lot of problems. I think the pensions are making people dislike older people because their rates are going up. So I think she's right. Alberta has its own separate pension. There'll probably be more money than what I'm getting here. Another thing is, I'm going to Australia in a year. I wanted to get some horse therapy and life coaching under my belt, make some money, because I can't get any funds back. On that, I get to start all over. I can make money off the fast of that built up. And I'm done. Am I angry? I was. It's not good being angry. Just accept that the province is no good for anybody. I see young couples here and they can't even get a place to live, a private place of their own. Why? Regulate the landlords have got too much power. The brokers, and it's not fair for young people. Like you got to have $7,000 to rent a place. Ridiculous. You know what is this? It's crookery. My thing is, Doug won't let you have a credit union account. Why? Fuck you to the banking system. So I'm leaving Ontario. I'll use a credit union out there. I've talked to credit unions, they'll help me out. And I talk to people that'll work with me. Not this place. You know, they're just so dumb. Plug in, Greg. I mean, horse people are horse people. And I knew when Ian left, it was time to leave. They should have left a long time ago. And is it political? I thought that. I thought it was conservative, Doug Ford. No, I think it's the people. I think that people of Ontario and to apathy and letting this go on. Corporations taking over and having too much power. Alberta's getting a little bit more smart. They got better justice system. Plugged in. Let me tell you something. It's Alberta under the Human Rights Code to abandon your uncle that way. Not here. It's legal. And I talked to the cop. He says, I can't do anything, Greg. Somebody's been deleting laws in Ontario. Isn't that nice? BC, it's expensive as hell. And what I'm going to tell you, I think Jason Kenney did something right. It's easy to get through the government. He cut a lot of red tape. So I'll tell you, I think the Conservatives are right there. They cut red tape to keep that economy going out there. And less box stores in the smaller towns. Less. More farms, more agriculture, more grassroots. This, no. Now, my issue isn't gay, transgender. My issue is justice. I know they're making it an issue, the gay, transgender. I try to get past it. But if we have no justice, might as well. I don't give a damn about anything now. Legal justice and civil court and lawyers that represent me. And shut up when I'm talking to you. It's not your house. It was my house. I was looking after my brother. But that's always the way it goes. There's no justice in Ontario. I called up the Human Rights Commission. She blocked me 3 times. She says, I got PTSD. Oh, we're going to wait and weigh out your PTSD. I'm fed up with it. They're just wimbos. You know, like you call somebody up and we will not tolerate. Holy cow, I didn't say anything yet. Are you gonna? Let's see how it goes. Oh, bang. That's how weak they are. You know, and I'll never be back. They murdered a guy in Muslims. They attack everybody here. It's just so much hate. And I feel around me, it's toxic. I talked to the police. Yeah, you're right, Greg. Well, I can't do anything if they're deleting laws and, unethical. It's crime up here. It's been crime for years. She says, leave the crime and the horse abuse back there. Well, I can get a flight out. She says, just take your clothes and maybe the pictures. I'll throw in a box and I'm shipped out. It's been bad. Or has it been? I think all the trauma I went through and being alone here, but not eating right, is teaching me things. Province isn't good. Is it my fault? No, it's not my fault. Province has got no justice system, really. I was looking at these pro bono. I thought, wow, pro bono. They're tax shelters. I guarantee you, these are tax shelters, but brokers. Crooks. It's just terrible. Pro bono, there's another one. I might as well do it myself. Go out there, I can get help. Just work and make money. I can't make money in a province with no horses and no programs. Alberta's asking for people to counsel and get people working. People are lost right now. The pandemic came on. So I got international degrees, but I can't even get my accounts back. It keeps on popping up. I can't get my accounts back. So, I stay. It's not work for a while living in Canada, Ontario. It's traumatizing me. I can't sleep at night. The amount of noise here. Go outside, it'll be quieter. I don't mind farm tractors and stuff, but I'm like, these guys come back and forth every night with unmuffled cars and the gangsters. The same guys with smart butts. They don't talk right to a old person. I can't be with them. And they're angry, but west they're more gentlemen, wranglers, and people I could talk to. There's worse people in my class, and musicians in my class. Not many musicians around here just covered junk. But yeah, I learned a lot going about the phone. Ended up in the hospital ruminating how I'm going to cause for crappy help. What happened was my brother died in the house. Couldn't get help. They on the floor 6 weeks and rotted in the house. That's what they did. So I'm ruminating all this and I couldn't get up. I ended up in the hospital for 5 days, recovering from lack of water. It was just bad. It's the trauma from this place. But that's not blaming me. It's traumatic events. Nobody gets it. Nobody knows anything about trauma therapy. A veteran said if you're in the trauma zone, you leave good. You can't work. I agree. But I've learned a lot about PTSD. Get my files back and I can take these courses again. See, it's not sticking in the wall. I need to get trauma therapy. I don't need trauma therapy. I just need to get away from the memories and the triggers. I think that's part of the problem. Armed robbery, no justice. Got out in 2.5 years for murdering a guy. Horse got beaten, there was no justice. She said I'd kill a Pepsi, something like that. That Wrangler girl beat my touch, my Pinto. I know one down in Arizona said the same damn thing. You don't touch my horse. I like you ladies here. Being nasty. You can think of ways to torture the man that he kills a horse. I like kindness and I like treating horses. They're your best friend. And these guys just want to eat horse. I'm leaving. I've had it. I've heard some garbage. So Dan Arden's out there. There's a little bit of country music. King Eddie, I get along with those people. I don't get along with these people. Terrible music. It sucks. What you got a job there for, honey? What you got a job? Isn't that your job? Be a broker and look up what I need. Oh, it's a lot of stuff. I give up. So she said, get the hell out of Ontario. That's a horrible place. Trucker said that too. What the hell are you doing back in Ontario? I didn't know how bad it was when I came back. Oh, Lord, I've gone through hell. I've gone through cruelly. These shelters are dreadful. They're narcissists. Yeah, she wouldn't give in. I've had to report her to another political party to get her out of there. They fired her, but they're back at it running those things. They can't run them right, just close them down. I'm not going to fight anymore. Like I was taken down by a system that will not take my pension, would not serve me. The hospital refused to treat me because I didn't have any cigarettes. Out in Alberta, fixed address, health card, and I'm not going to put, they should stay in Alberta, leave the doctor say, you'll be better on here. I agree, Doc, you're right. You have more services. I was ending up in Calgary Hospital because I almost had a heart attack the way they treated me. And I came back here and no justice. I was getting justice, but I said, I don't want anybody around this area. So I looked at Alberta. They're nasty and they don't like Ontario, so I'll use them. Calgary lawyers are nasty. They got more money than these lawyers. The system's broken for social justice. But I need to pay a lawyer, so I have to make money. And that's the problem with being older. They'll come in and take out all your money on you. They don't care anymore. Family, they're not family. Try to forgive, but I can't let that go. They'll pay me back. Eventually, or the karma will come to the province, so they support. I think Ontario is going to go down like that. It's a doomed place. The housing market's too high. I don't think it's getting any best as you hope. Even Eastern Canada now. Even East. They don't want seniors out there. I wonder where I could go. Alberta. I never thought of Alberta. I thought it was so right wing. No, I ain't right wing. It's not right wing. Traditional values. Grassroots farm values. Morals, ethics. Family traditions. This place, it's just gone ungodly. It's just